Hello grade 12s. Have you ever wondered how millions of rands are represented and calculated? Today we'll be looking at financial documents found in government departments where they work with the values that are usually in the millions. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at some financial statements of a government organization and explore how the income and expenditure statements are calculated and presented. Our viewer has always wondered how the municipality is able to afford to fix the roads in his neighborhood, cut the grass in the parks and sidewalks, and provide water to all the residents. He was so curious that he made an appointment with a person in the financial department of his local municipality to discuss these questions. Let's see what he found out. Government departments such as municipalities obtain their income from a provincial treasury. The Provincial Treasury gets their funding from the National Treasury. These amounts, which are usually in their millions and billions of rands, are budgeted in the National Budget, which is published and presented by the Minister of Finance annually. The National Treasury allocates money to each province, and each province distributes the money to the districts and municipalities. The size and population of a district or municipality determines how much money it will receive. The money received from Provincial Treasury and the money collected from the residents for the payment of services, electricity, and rates and taxes on property ownerships forms part of income received by a municipality. The municipality has to calculate and budget how to use this income. They need to determine the rate to charge residents for services such as electricity, water, and refuse management and infrastructure development in the form of taxes. All government departments must have their financial statements prepared by accountants and made public for the taxpayers to be able to see where and how their money has been spent. Let's look at this income expenditure statement in more detail. The revenue section lists all the income received by the municipality. Sources of income such as property rates and service charges are some sources of the revenue for the municipality. The values displayed in this document amount to millions and billions of rand. In South Africa, a billion is 1,000 million. It has 9 places to the left of the decimal comma. The total revenue for 2012 was 3,556,193,534 rands. Our viewer asked why the rand symbol was not written on the statement. He was told that this was to comply with the standard accounting principles. This means that in financial statements, the currency symbol does not have to be used. Let's spend a bit of time with this large number. A large number can be written in financial statements in a number of different ways. 3,556,193,534 rand is usually rounded off to the nearest 100,000 or million and written as 3,556 billion. Rounded off to 2 decimals, this number is expressed as 3,556 billion rand. Now let's take a look at the expenditure of the municipality. In this financial statement, the expenditure for an accounting period of 1 year is shown. It includes employee salaries, councillor salaries, depreciation, repairs and maintenance, and more. The total is 3,449,176,627 rand. Expenditures are deductions. To show this on the statement, the values are all written between the brackets. If there are more expenses than income, the municipality will have spent more money than what has come in. This means that they will have suffered a loss or a deficit. If there's more revenue than expenditure, the municipality will be in surplus. This means that they may have made a bit of profit. The terminology we use largely depends on the context of the problem. The surplus or deficit is equal to the revenue minus the expenditure. The profit or loss is equal to the total income minus the total expenses. When working with government departmental statements, we speak of there being a deficit or a surplus in funds. Let's calculate whether this municipality had a surplus or deficit. 3,556,193,534 rand minus 3,449,176,627 rand equals 107,016,907 rand. This amount is positive, so we know that this municipality ended the year with a surplus. When Aviwa did this calculation, he noticed that his number did not match the surplus indicated in the financial statement. Why is there a difference? Let's find out what Aviwa was able to discover. He was told that the items of property and equipment that are financed from government grants are recorded as revenue in the statement but cannot be included as being part of revenue. He was also informed that depreciation expenses of equipment and property are offset against this surplus as well. These deductions came to a total of 12,087,032 Rand. If we subtract this from our first answer, we get 94,929,075 Rand. This is the same surplus that is listed on the statement. Let's take another look at the municipal income statement. This statement shows the values for multiple years. This allows us to compare the revenue and expenditure values from one year to the next. We can see that the revenue increased from 2011 to 2012. By comparing each item listed under revenues, we may identify where this increase originated from. These items show a large increase in 2012 from 2011. The total revenue increase can be calculated by finding the difference between 2011 and 2012. 3,556,193,534 Rand minus 3,026,548,201 Rand equals 529,645,333 Rand. This means that the revenue increased by just over R500 million in the space of 1 year. If we wanted to, we could use the same method to compare the expenditure. Let's now take a look at municipal budgets and how the projected income compares with the actual income. When a budget is drafted at the beginning of a financial period, certain assumptions are made regarding the income and the expenses that will occur during the period. The budget will show projected income and projected expenses. As we know, things don't always go according to plan. There may be more expenses than were predicted or less income coming in. For this reason, the budget should be treated like a planning document. Municipalities usually do comparisons every quarter to determine if they're operating within their budgets. Should they be over or under their budget, they can make the necessary adjustments in order not to end up with a cash flow problem in the organization. Thank you for joining us, Grade 12s. Remember, the task for this section can be found in the Finance of Business task video. You'll also be able to learn more about finance on our website www.mindset.co.za/learn. Goodbye.